There's a big tension within companies about whether they should adopt new technologies so that they can get the advantage, the competitive advantage over rivals, or whether they should be cautious and hold back because there might be security problems with the new systems which haven't been found. So for example, back in the early 2000s, a big retail company in the US called TJX decided that it was going to put Wi-Fi through all of its retail stores, and it had thousands of them. And it looked like a really good idea because Wi-Fi meant they didn't have to wire all their stores. They could get the information much more quickly into their central servers, and so their retail point of sale, and they relied on getting really rapid results from their stores. It meant that they'd have a much more streamlined operation. The problem was Wi-Fi at that time had a huge security hole, which meant that basically anyone could hack into it, even if it had encryption on it, within 30 minutes. And TJX really hadn't taken account of this. And when it became obvious after a few years that this was happening all the time, and it was demonstrated this could be done in a few minutes, they had a really serious problem. The trouble was, it was already too late. They'd already been hacked and they were in big trouble. But conversely, sometimes companies find that sticking with the old stuff is problematic as well. So, for example, there were a number of hospitals in the UK which were badly hit by ransomware attacks where the device is encrypted by remote malware and you have to pay money to get it decrypted because they were still using Windows XP, which is a very old operating system, very out of date. And their problem was, well, they didn't have the money to update it, and some of the systems that they had to connect to relied on those being Windows XP. So there's no simple answer, but it's very important that you look at what the risks are of jumping into something too quickly, or alternatively, holding back on things where there are known security problems. It's not actually a simple yes or no answer. You have to evaluate it very carefully.